Smallwood on the return. Across the 30, the 40, midfield, Smallwood still going. All the way to the end zone for an Eagles touchdown, 86 yards.
Tremendous job blocking Marcus Smith. And there's Selleck on the key block. And then it's Wendell Smallwood just outrunning the kick coverage of the Washington Redskins. And that's the answer they were looking for.
Off the fake to Jones. Picked off! Malcolm Jenkins! One man to beat, it's Cousins! And Jenkins will take it all the way for an Eagles score!
Look at Marcus Smith up here. The boot away, but watch him do his job. Get up in Kirk Cousins' face, make him throw right away, and Malcolm Jenkins undercuts. It's a great play by Marcus Smith. Great eyes by Malcolm Jenkins. And then playmaking ability to take it all the way to the end zone.
Third down and 14. Wentz fires downfield. And Jordan Matthews makes the catch. Sturgis, 38-yard attempt. And the kick is straight. Wentz complete for a first down. It's Green Beckham from the Redskins, 44. Wentz fires, and it's Ertz. His first catch today. Zach Ertz, 38 earlier in this quarter. The kick is good. Redskins win their fourth straight. And they will travel to Detroit next week. Eagles lose for the second consecutive week. Their first division game. They will host the Minnesota Vikings next Sunday.
Alright, what's up everybody? It's Philly's Finest, aka MoBase12 here. Hope I got you guys with a brand new video. Here to talk about the terrible game that just went on. Really ugly game. Eagles lose to the Redskins 27-20. But before I get into that, as you guys probably can tell, I changed my name from MoBase12 to Philly's Finest Productions. I changed my name because I feel like this channel name reflects more of the content that I put out. MoBase12 was just some random name I made up. But Philly's Finest Productions, I feel like that more captures the type of content that I want to put out for you guys. So that's the reason for the change. Let me know if you guys like it or not, but more than not, I'm going to be keeping the name. Anyway, let's get into this really ugly game. Like I said, Eagles lose 27-20, and let's just get into it. First things up, the defense. Really bad defensive performance. No pressure, no run containment, no coverage of the receivers. Linebackers were playing terrible. It was really just a horrible game. Jalen Mills was on an island, one-on-one with Deshaun Jackson basically all game. Deshaun burned him for most of the game, and Deshaun should have had a touchdown. He dropped it, but he really should have had a touchdown. And the thing that annoyed me the most was that even though Mills would literally do nothing to stop the play, like when Jackson dropped the ball, Mills did nothing. He was nowhere near the ball. But what he would get up and he would start going like this, like he's Matumbo or something. Like, dude, you didn't even do anything. You're not that good. You're pretty bad, man. That really annoyed me. He acted like he was doing something when he really wasn't. Reminded me a lot of Kerry Williams, and I really hated that guy. He talked a lot, showed off a lot, but at the end he didn't really do anything on the field. Next, the defensive line, really bad. Fletcher Cox, the one sack he did get, it was penalized because he went for the head. Undisciplined, tons of penalties, no pressure, no run containment. We let random guys like Rob Kelly run on us. We let Chris Thompson, who's a third down running back, run all over us. We let Matt Jones run all over us. It was really bad. The Redskins offensive line, which for the most part is not that good in terms of running the football, completely whooped us today. And it was very embarrassing on the defensive side. And now that I think about it, all of Jim Schwartz's defenses were undisciplined. All of them got a lot of penalties. All of them were really sloppy. Yeah, they were ranked in the top 10 of the defenses, but when you would watch them play, they're really undisciplined. And we can see that happening now with our team. So he better get on it because undisciplined football is not going to beat Minnesota. My defensive MVP for the game, everyone played bad, but if I'm going to pick one, it's going to be Malcolm Jenkins, only because he scored a touchdown on that pick six. But Jenkins played really bad too. He was getting beat left and right, but yeah, if I'm going to pick an MVP on the defensive side, I'm going to pick the guy who scored his points because the offense scored 6 points, so he put up 6 himself. Alright, so let's get into the offensive side of the ball, and offense was terrible. Couldn't move the ball. Like I said, we only got 6 points out of the offense. This game felt very much like a Chip Kelly type game where our defense and our special teams would be getting us points, but our offense would just be doing nothing. And that's the worst kind of game, is a Chip Kelly game. Because you can't win games when your offense does nothing. And yes, I know that the offense was on the field for the majority of the time, actually for the majority of the first half, but when they did get on the field, 3 and outs, 3 and outs, 3 and outs, or penalties, penalties, penalties. Every good play that Carson Wentz made, every good play that DGB made, every good play that Aguilar made or Matthews made was just taken back by penalties on the offensive line. It was really ridiculous. At one point in the game, I just stopped caring because I knew that if the Eagles would do something good, there would be a penalty to hold us back. And it really just took the fun out of watching the game. It was really, it was terrible. Offensive line really needs to get it together. I really feel like after this year, we need to completely retool our offensive line. Clean house on the offensive line. Jason Kelsey needs to go. Jason Peters is really getting up there in age. He needs to go. Lane Johnson, that guy, he's really good when he plays, but can he play without using performance-enhancing drugs? We'll be able to see after the 10 games. Halupatai, Vatai, whatever the heck his name is, played terrible. Ryan Kerrigan ate him up. I think Ryan Kerrigan had 3 sacks. Offensive line was just horrible. Didn't give Wentz enough time, but when Wentz did have time, he would overthrow the ball. He wouldn't be accurate. The receivers would be dropping the ball. Just an overall terrible game. Okay, so if I did have to pick an offensive MVP, and just like I said for the defensive one, not a lot of people played good, but for an offensive MVP, I would have to go with Dorial Green-Beckham. He only had a couple catches, and he did have a drop, but for the most part, he really bailed us out, and I don't understand why we don't play this guy more. He's 6'5", 220, he's really strong, really fast. You can throw the ball up, he'll go up and get it because of his height and because of his jumping ability, but for some reason Doug Pearson doesn't want to play the guy, and it doesn't make sense to me at all. He could really have bailed Wentz out of a lot of plays. I don't understand it, but yeah, if he'll be my offensive MVP for this game. Alright, and for my overall MVP is going to be nobody. I was forced to pick one for offense and defense, but nobody really stood out as an overall MVP in this game. It was just a really bad game. Not good at all. Not good at all by the Eagles. Like I said, Minnesota is coming up, and we're going to get blown out by Minnesota. The 3-0 start, we played Cleveland, we played Chicago, and the Steelers just lost to the Dolphins today, so are the Steelers even that good? Did we really beat a Super Bowl contending team? I don't really think so. And then the bye week came. I think the bye week really killed us, man. If only the bye week wasn't at week 4, because I really feel like we would have beat Detroit and maybe even Washington if we didn't have that bye week, because we had so much momentum after that Steelers win, but that momentum was just cut short by the bye week. But can't blame it on that. You really can't blame it on that. Doug Pearson did not have them prepared for this game. Completely outcoached. Players completely outplayed. Horrible game. Alright, and that's going to wrap it up. Like I said, terrible game. Let me know what you guys think below in the comments. Follow me on Twitter at PhillyFinestYT. Subscribe for more Philadelphia sports content. I put out Sixers videos, Flyers videos, Phillies videos, and of course, Eagles videos. Union videos too, but I haven't made one yet. But yeah, probably for next year, pump up for the Philadelphia Union. This has been Philly's Finest, aka MoBase 12, I'm out. Peace.
Save is made by Mason. Ring 10 bells on that grab. My goodness.
Just a great demonstration of strength and skill to go along when Giroux just carries Bartkowski.